What is going on, peeps? First ever live edition of Deciding Splits. We're going to be going over Cory McKenna versus Kay Hansen from this past weekend at UFC Vegas 14. One of the more highly debated decisions of the year, I should say. And kind of weird for me because if most remember, I guess most won't remember because you guys don't keep tabs on my life or anything like that. But I did watch this fight after the fact. I didn't get to watch it live, so I was kind of just catching up. And this turned out to be an egregious decision from in most people's eyes. Personally, on first watch, I did score for Cory McKenna. I'm not 100% sure. I definitely remember giving her the second round. So I'm obviously going to watch the entire fight back, and I can give you guys the pointers on that. But yeah, I was kind of surprised at the amount of uproar there was. And then even when I look back at MMA decisions, let's go over that real quick. You know what? Let's share the screen. This is honestly, I'm still getting used to this whole StreamYard thing. Where is it? Come on, don't freeze up on me. Share screen. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I'm still new to this whole StreamYard thing, so I'm still like figuring out the nuts and bolts of it. But let's get it going. There we go. All right, so let's get into this. So MMA decisions. We do not want to see an ad. You're not getting free ad time on my fucking stream. Let's see. So look at that. A vast majority of the media has actually had it for Kay Hansen, 29-28 being the predominant score. But in terms of fan scoring, 163 scorecards submitted, and we have 54% of those scorecards going to Kay Hansen, 29-28. So 75% of people gave round one to Kay Hansen, 70% to round two for McKenna, and then round three we had 86% for Kay Hansen, which I kind of find interesting because personally I had it. I thought that McKenna stole that last round with that reversal that she was able to secure. So I'm not 100% sure about that. So I don't want to show any of the UFC Fight Pass stuff. Obviously, I know my guy Rockstar Z has had to deal with some fucking copyright infringement stuff, so I won't show the screen for that. But if you guys want to watch the fight back with me, I'll give you guys a couple minutes now to load it up, and we can watch it together. Let me just get some water real quick. Nothing like cold water. God damn. All right, so yeah, load up the fight. I'll let you guys know when I'm getting it started so that we can watch this thing together. Shout out to my guy Sandro Nellis, always in the chat. Make sure you guys check him out over at the Fair Play podcast. He's going to be making his podcast debut next week on my guy Rockstar Z's streams. So make sure you guys go check him out. Also, I got a little co-host today. This is little Alfred. Alfred, say hi. Hi. God, everybody loves him. But yeah, I thought I'd let him chill on my lap for this stream. What else we got in the chat? Let's see what the chat is going on. Again, I'm getting the fight loaded up. You guys get the fight loaded up too. We'll go through this round by round so we can have some fun and talk some shit. Alec M, you were right about Strickland, man. Alan Park me $1,000, 1,000. Yeah, man. I felt really strongly about Strickland. The only thing I hate is that I didn't go a little bit harder on it. You know what I mean? I felt like I should have gone harder, but hindsight's always 20/20. What do we got? John Smith, becoming a patron is the best decision I've made in my MMA betting career. I appreciate that, my guy. I know we didn't have the strongest week this past weekend, but we'll get him again this coming weekend. Alveo, you already know what's up. We got Alfred in the chat. All right. So we got the fight about to start. I'll let you guys know. And eggs, what's going on? Again, I'm going to try to do as much commentary as I can for this fight. But yeah, I want to pay attention as well so I can give you guys a proper scorecard for this. All right, so we got 5 minutes. 56, 55, 54, 53. Let's get into this thing. I'll try to go through the comments once again in between rounds, but I really want to pay attention to this fight to kind of give it the best scorecard that I could potentially give. Some solid striking from both ladies on the feet. Personally, I thought beforehand McKenna would have the advantage on the feet, but Hansen definitely showed some improvements. Like she showed more confident on the feet, or more confidence on the feet, I should say. Straighter, more crisper punches than at least we're used to seeing from her. Nice one too from McKenna there to kind of stumble McKenna backwards. But it seems so McKenna has the cage control in terms of like owning it from the center, kind of pushing the pressure herself. I know she wishes she didn't fucking put her hair up the way that she did. I know the commentators kind of said something about it as well. Nice leg kick from Hansen. So Hansen initiates the clinch, gets pushed up to the fence against McKenna now. A lot of just jockeying for position, but mainly McKenna pushing Hansen up against the cage. No damage being done. And then a nice trip from or judo throw, I should say, from Hansen, but doesn't really complete it, but does get McKenna's back up against the cage. She lifts her up now. Can't complete the takedown. That was a little bit surprising to me. I thought Hansen would be a little bit more successful with getting the takedowns, but she wasn't. At least that attempt, she was not successful. Good punch on the break from Hansen for sure. So up until this point, halfway through the round, I got to be scoring this for Hansen for sure. Nice job from Hansen. We're about halfway through the round. 234, 233, 232. They're exchanging in the pocket. Nice shots from McKenna there. Again, I hope you guys are watching this fight with me. Otherwise, this will probably be a pretty boring stream. Let's see what else. They're kind of just both like clashing at the same time, throwing the same amount of punches. Now McKenna's the one with the front foot. Hansen clinches up with her, pushes her up against the cage. Now she just has she has double underhooks and is just pressuring McKenna up against the cage. McKenna reverses position now. Goes for a takedown of her own. Is she going to complete it? She's got the single. Still got the single, but just pushing Hansen up against the cage. Not doing any damage. Hansen lands a couple elbows, 3 to be exact. She starts searching for the neck while McKenna changes her takedown to a double. And Hansen is really threatening with the choke. Nice knee up the middle to the head. Another one. We got 53, 52, 51 seconds left. Ooh, beautiful knee by Hansen. And she takes the back. So now 40 seconds left. Hansen has officially gotten the back. And personally, I think she's been winning the round up until this point too. And now she has she's going for a choke, or at least trying to go for the RNC. But McKenna does a good job in terms of defending. And I'm pretty sure I remember the ending of this round, which was McKenna pretty much just landing shots. So if I'm not mistaken, this is how the round finishes off. Personally, I do like I think Hansen won this round. Those punches are nice and all, but I gotta kind of score the man. Normally I score damage over position, but given the entire round and me thinking that or me believing actually from what I saw, Hansen getting the better of the exchanges and that back position, you got to give that first round to Hansen. So that's definitely 1-0 right now in my scorebooks. Let's go over these comments real quick. What's popping, my guy Ben Eggs? Jay Shiffy, what's going on, my brother? Yeah, fuck you for winning that money on McKenna. John Smith, Strickland by KO, hit me with that fat check. Likewise, I wish I spent more on it. Yeah, exactly. That was a good prop, plus 500 I had in my best bets and props parlay. Excited to see your opinion. I'm glad you're along for the ride, my guy, Jay Shiffy. What else we got? Hansen fucked up my parlays. I'm sure she fucked up a lot of parlays. Ben Eggs, that makes one of us. Y'all are killing me. Killer G, Hansen always has her hair like that. She said she's getting a sponsor for a scrunchie company. Makes sense. I'm just going to pause this fight real quick so I can get through the rest of this. Martin D, this card slapped the shit out of me. Me too. Specifically, Razak Al Hassan, motherfucker. I had it for Hansen. Every judge had it for McKenna. Yep. Hansen, no doubt, way off. 30-27 Hansen. All right, so we're gonna get into round two. So I remember live, I did score round two for McKenna. Let's go over that one more time though. So we're starting round two right now. Just an update on the clock as soon as they bring this shit up and not advertise Titan FC 65, where Lex McMahon is making his MMA debut. I wonder how many of you guys actually remember Lex McMahon. But we got 447, 446, 445, 444. If anybody wants to sync up and watch this with your boy. Good combinations coming out right off the bat for Hansen. By the way, I have the commentary completely muted. I do not like having any of that hindering me when I'm trying to score fights. Just as the judges should be in the back, not even no sound, nothing, soundproof room, and just watch the fight for what the fuck it is. All right, we got Hansen pushing McKenna up against the cage now. Leading up to this, equal in terms of standing exchanges, slight advantage to Hansen, I'd say. And Hansen just bullying McKenna up against the cage. Now they break. Some good tie work from there. From Kay Hansen, landed some good knees there. Minute and a half into this round, I'm leaning Hansen. Good exchanges on the feet. Still feel like Hansen's getting the better of the exchanges. Looked like Hansen was about to spin there for a second. Halfway through the round, I'm still leaning Hansen here. Ever so slightly though. She's not doing anything like that's jumping off the page. Ooh, nice knee from Hansen. Yeah, she's definitely winning this round. Ooh, nice counter from McKenna. So Hansen goes for a takedown. She has the back of McKenna. Almost drags her to the ground and gets McKenna down, and she has her back. Ooh, and she's going for the rear naked choke. God, it would have been great if she just fucking finished it here so we don't have to do the stream. And I probably could have cashed that parlay. Ooh, choke looks decent, but then again, it's on McKenna's chin. And then Hansen tries to go for the armbar, which may end up being a mistake. Why could not have ordered that together? All right, so McKenna's officially reversed the position with a minute and a half left in this round, and I think this is where she does the work from on top, where she's able to land decent ground and pound. So this was a very difficult position for Hansen. I must say. I remember watching it live and saying, "Okay, it's going to be very tough for Hansen to get back up to her feet." Kind of just being like, you know, pinned up against the cage like that. I'm pretty sure one of the corners was saying, "Oh, I think it was favored. Like keep the top of her head pinned up against the cage," and it absolutely makes sense. And yeah, it would have been very tough for her. She would have needed way more time than this to get back to her feet because this is a very very uncomfortable position. And I gotta say, McKenna's doing decent work. Nice elbow, some good damage. Another decent elbow, solid shots. She's only doing all this from full guard, but she's still landing decent shots. So we got 5 seconds left in the round. I'm pretty sure this is how it ends. Yeah, so I got to go with McKenna in that round. Um, like I said, leading up to that point, I thought that Hansen was doing a good job on the feet, but again, it wasn't anything like super that was really swaying it in her favor. Like it was a pretty even round. Like they're both clashing, but it seemed like Hansen was getting slightly better of the exchanges. The takedown was nice, the back control was nice, but it wasn't like the choke wasn't super threatening. You know what I mean? Like it didn't seem like at all it was under the chin or anything like that. It was on the chin the entire time. And I thought the best and most significant damage was actually um, the best and most significant damage was definitely the top pressure and the ground and pound from McKenna. So I got to go with McKenna there for sure. What do we got in the chat here? My guy Jonas Schiffman had 30-27 Hansen. I think that's second round. Yeah, round two definitely the closest. Yeah, I definitely have to give it to Cory there. My man Simon had 250 bucks on Cory McKenna, so I'm sure that was nice to cash on that. Yeah, Sal Diamato is a nutcase. My boy Tony lost to Elkins recently. He's chilling. He's doing his thing. I got to get him back in the studio. It's just our schedules can't time up the best right now. My 9 to 5 and me trying to stay up to schedule in terms of like breaking down all these fights for you guys. It's getting a lot for me to, and then having to edit the deciding splits and the combative stores episodes getting too much for me right now. So I'm doing my best to get back into the studio. I want to. I love the chemistry that me and him have. We just are able to talk about MMA so easily. So I'll be sure to get him back in there. I'm trying to remember, who did Elkins lose to recently that you're saying that he kind of looks like? Ben Eggs. Hansen almost had that stuff halfway through, so close. Simon, I thought Cory won the third. Kay had too much control, but Cory was pounding her with elbows from the bottom. All right, so right now I have it 1-1. We're going into the third round. They're just about to start. And the third round is starting now. So we got 58, 57, 56, 55, 54, 1-1 going into the third round. Let's see how this last round plays out. Say what you want about Hansen. I do think that we saw a little bit of an improvement in her striking. That's something that Frey was able to kind of take advantage of in their fight. But here, I definitely think that Hansen, it definitely looked better than what I was expecting it to look like. McKenna was landing her own good shots too, but up to this point, a minute into this round, I definitely think that Hansen, was the one who was winning the exchanges. A minute and a half into this, I'm leaning Hansen. Nice double leg from Kay Hansen. Beautiful. So again, a minute and a half into this third round, she got the takedown. She's in half guard, doing her best to lock up that arm triangle choke, or at least trying to set up that arm triangle choke on the opposite side. And I believe something on the way in cut her open too, so that's not a good look. But again, I'm not really behind the whole aesthetics should, judge fights. I believe Hansen was cut open at the same spot when she fought Jinyu Fry, so maybe it's just a pre-existing scar. So far, decent top position from Kay Hansen in the half guard. Good strikes to the body. McKenna's doing her own damage from the bottom, but obviously you got to weigh the top pressure more. Seems like Kay's doing her best to try to pass the half guard here. Trying to set up like a Darce choke, but obviously it's just not going to happen. McKenna doing a good job of keeping 2-on-1. Yeah, Hansen doing some good work from on top. Fucking McKenna trying to pull off an Ezekiel choke going old man Olenek on us, and she retains full guard. Yeah, up until this point, Hansen's doing some solid work from on top. But yeah, so with about a minute 45 left, it seems like Hansen's kind of accepted that she's going to be on her back and starts dishing out some her own damage from the back, landing some good elbows. McKenna's going for a Kimura, it looks like. We got about a minute and 10 seconds left in the round. Hansen passes the guard almost. McKenna recovers half guard, it looks like. Hansen going for the arm triangle choke. Passes to the side, and that's when McKenna explodes, I believe, to try to, okay. Yep. Nope. Hansen retakes full guard or full mount. Tries to go for the arm triangle choke once again. And that's when McKenna, so 40 seconds left. McKenna does a good job in terms of reversing position here and is trying to land some decent shots from on top. So she's in half guard. Hansen almost was able to reverse her back over again, but McKenna seems to have settled in half guard, landing some decent shots from on top. Yeah, okay, so we got 13, 12, 11. Some decent body strikes from McKenna to the body. Wow, that was redundant. All right, so, and then right at the buzzer, fucking Hansen pulls off the reversal. Yeah, man. Okay, so that third round, I'm going with Hansen. On first watch, I actually had it for McKenna because I thought that I don't know why, but my mind actually thought that she had done much more damage when she got that top control. And wow, all three judges so all three judges had the same scorecard. They all gave Hansen round 3, and then all of them gave McKenna round 1. And that's where the I guess the controversy is. It definitely should have been round 1 for Hansen. Close round. But yeah, going back to that third round, let me just give you guys my quick thoughts on that. When I was watching it live, I thought she had done much more damage once she got that reversal, but that was not much damage at all. Hansen definitely won that round. So I'm glad that all three judges gave it to her. Round 2, obviously all three judges gave it to McKenna, and I agree with that. And round 1, definitely a Hansen round, man. What the fuck? Yeah, that's a bad decision now that I'm looking back at it. That's why I'm glad that I did this stream for you guys too. But yeah, I definitely have that 29-28 Kay Hansen rounds 1 and 3. And it seems like MMA Decisions actually agrees with me as well. And yeah, now I'm a little bit more upset. At first, I wasn't that upset, but I am a little bit more upset now. My man Killer G was premature celebrating when that RNC was in, or looked like it was in after all. Gabe Yo agrees that it was 1-1 going into the third. Locke keeping the judges honest. You fucking know. Yeah, I don't want to be a judge. I don't want that pain in my life. Fuck that. Killer G, they should have a Dana White Contender Series for judges. I wouldn't mind that either. Justin Jr., make sure you guys go check out his channel. I just did a breakdown for him or with him for UFC 255 main and co-mains. So make sure you check that out. What's going on, Justin? I appreciate you just hopping on by. Killer G, most egregious scoring gets a contract. Sal D'Amato would win that for sure. Brian Valuin, sorry if I absolutely butchered your name right there, but yeah, bad decision now that I'm looking back at it for sure. Rounds 1 and 3, Hansen, Ben Eggs, you are absolutely on point. Danny Sajo, what's going on, my brother? That's one of my diehard supporters right here. I appreciate him to the fullest. Killer G surprised me. There was not one judge that scored for Hansen. You're on point, dude. Not one judge gave Hansen round 1. That's crazy to me. You should send them the stream, my man Gabio. Send them the stream. Show them that a guy that's really into MMA and is doing his best to be unbiased scored it for Hansen. Evan Kroll, what do you got here? I thought Hansen seemed timid most of that fight, plus was opened up. It sucks that if you are timid, you're cut open and it goes to the judges. That's tough. I don't know if she would seem timid. Like, if anything, I thought she looked really good on the feet, like compared to what I expected her to look like. She definitely dished out a little bit more damage than I was expecting her to on the feet. I thought, if anything, she'd only be successful if this fight had hit the ground. But I was wrong. I thought she did, the better of the damage on the feet, the better of the work on the feet too. So yeah, I thought Hansen won that. So I'm gonna wrap this up shortly. If you guys have any more questions, drop them real quick. But yeah, I got Hansen winning this fight 2-1, rounds 1 and 3. Very bad decision. Very tough to say. Actually, you know what? No, it is a bad decision because that first round was quite clear for Hansen, in my opinion. Somewhat even on the feet, but then once I hit the ground, we saw Hansen have some success there and even controlling it. Yeah, I absolutely agree. Sam, still think Cory did more damage in the third, albeit from the bottom. It's got to look like Tony Ferguson versus Danny Castillo, like a way back for you guys. If you guys want to go back and watch that fight, Tony Ferguson essentially won that fight from his back, but he did way more work off of his back. There was another one when Paul Felder fought Edson Barboza. Barboza takes him down and Paul Felder does a massive amount of damage off of his back. This was not near that. She did okay work, but I thought the top control and the smaller amount of strikes that Hansen was landing from on top, you coupled that together with the control that she had, I thought it outweighed anything that McKenna was doing off of her back. Appreciate the response. I was nervous when I saw her in round 300. Yeah, dude. I like I said, I'm not sure why I thought. I thought on first watch, I did think that McKenna won the first round because she ended it off doing the damage from on top, even though she had her back taken, she was doing the damage. But again, it wasn't enough, especially given how the rest of that round went. Sal D'Amato, always doing it. Whenever you hear Sal D'Amato scores, like if you hear those words coming out of Bruce Buffer's mouth, you should be worried. That's all I got to say. Smoking Sal. That's a good fucking nickname right there. We'll get this cash back this weekend. For sure, man. I absolutely agree. More recent example would be Mariusz from Mariusz. Let's see if I can remember his name. Kshonskevich. Mariusz Kshonskevich. I'm glad I don't have to attempt that again. I doubt they'll fucking have him back at the Contender Series because it wasn't the most inspiring performance either. Look at my man Z trying to struggle. Spelling out weak. But yeah, no, you're right. I don't remember that fight to the best, but I do remember it being somewhat controversial of a decision. Even Dana, I think, said he had scored it for Kshonskevich. Look at me trying to flex my pronunciation muscles. If only John Anik was watching this. All right, I'm going to wrap this bitch up. Once again, I got this scored 29-28 for Hansen, rounds 1 and 3. A little bit more upset that I whiffed on that parlay of him and RDA. Let's see. We got my man. One more question here. We'll go to Killer G. I get worried when I hear Sal D'Amato when it's the cider. And yeah, if he's the last name that you hear as well, you might as well just jump out the window right away. Evan Kroll, question to you again, and thanks for the response. No worries, brother. That's what I'm here for. Do the judges see the stats? Something like the Bozer decision, leg kicks not count. I think they show it on the screens in the arena. Like, I'm pretty certain that they do. So maybe they took a look over at it. Not 100% sure. Um, are they supposed to? I'd say no. Like I don't think they should be. I don't think they should be swayed by the stats. I think they should be. They should make their judgment based on what they're seeing right in front of them. And right as soon as the 5 minutes are up, they should be writing down who they think won that round. Yeah, personally, I don't think they should be privy to those numbers. Um, Obviously, after the fact, it may mean a little bit more, but you should be judged in terms of what you just watched in the previous 5 minutes. And you got to make a decision based on what you watched, not what statistics are telling you, but what you saw with your own two eyes. So, yeah, I do think they see the stats, but I think by the time they see the stats, their scorecards are already in for that previous round. So I don't think it matters too much on that side. All right, I'm going to wrap this bitch up. Thanks for watching as always. I'll try to do this more on a weekly basis, carve out maybe half an hour or so if there is a controversial decision for the week before. There was a split decision in the main event, but we obviously know Chris Lee was smoking some bomb things if he was scoring that fight for Paul Felder. But yeah, I'll try to do this every week if I can. Interesting take, opposite of what I think, but that makes sense. It's just what I think, Evan. I'm sure what you're thinking is legit too, but we got to do what we got to do. All right, Evan Crawl, enjoy the night. And I'm going to say the rest, it's the same thing to you guys as well. Thanks for joining on the stream. I'm trying to keep these at 30 minutes, no more than that. Killer G just scheduled this as a regular show. I see you like the content. I'll try to do my best. Again, I mean, if there's if there's no controversial decisions or anything like that, I don't see a need to do a stream like this. All right, I'm going to get back to finishing up my the MMA Lawcast episode. You guys should be able to catch that tonight, hopefully tonight. But yeah, I'm just going to wrap that up. I got like 2 more matchups to get through, and then we'll finish this thing off. All right, once again, thank you guys for checking out the episode. And lastly, I did score this fight for Kay Hansen, 29-28, rounds 1 and 3. All 3 judges that scored that first round for Cory McKenna need to be shot. Okay, no, not shot. Let me take that back. They need to be fired. Last thing, they all hate you, Toronto. Of course they hate us, dude. Yo, LOT and that hat straight fire 416. Big ups 905. I'm into 905, brother. All right. Peace out, guys. Thanks for tuning in. This was fun.